this is perfect. It's the best Kirby Air Riders custom Pokemon machine that will ever be made, and the person that shared it didn't post the code, and it doesn't seem like anyone has the code. Not even this Japanese person who has compiled all of the Pokemon cards they have found and then put them in Pokedex order. It is absolutely insane, beyond your imagination, what is happening with Pokemon and just machine designs in Kirby Air Riders. So that is what we're going to be breaking down in today's video. Am I just going to go through the Pokedex of machines that have been made in just a week? Yeah, and you should enjoy it, and then we're all going to have fun. Like, comment, share your experience, and all of this other fun stuff that's going to be happening. But I also want to sprinkle in a couple of other designs that I've found and or bought. But yeah, this person like made a Facebook post of the cool ones that they have found. But again, they didn't share the code of it. That's actually kind of neat. There's multiple layers to this design. That's pretty sick. Like that one. That's hilarious. Of course. And then some other designs. So this is what I found in the shop, and that's why these actually have IDs. If you want the weird thing about this one that's tripping me up, looks more like Venipede, but it has the colors of Whirlipede, but it might just be Scolipede. Also, in my other video, someone said there was like a Miraidon bike, and in that video, I also missed the Sharpedo Rex, which actually just looks amazing. There's multiple of them as well, and as you can tell from the price and buyers, a lot of people are interested in it. So this one, for some reason, has 246, but it's the inferior design. Okay, found a Millennium Puzzle one. They got the chain and everything, and because the Swerve Star, like, breaks apart a little bit, it actually comes together like the puzzle. Perfection. Timu Dragoon is the funniest design I have seen. This is actually incredible. And then there was a few others I want to show off before getting to the entire Pokedex. Seen quite a few interpretations of Jirachi, so this is they use little ribbons and stuff. Like that's actually pretty nice. Really awesome one right there. They put Oshawott in a rocket ship. Like, the rocket ship meta designs for the Vampire Star, that's taking off, and that's getting crazy. Oh, wait a second. Otter Space. I'm like, where have I seen this theme before? It exists somewhere, but I don't know. So it's actually the Otter Space design. Ditto. Ditto's free. Looks good. Don't understand how like, hundreds of people, like 100 people have bought this, and they're all stupid, because you can just make that for virtually nothing, and it takes virtually no time to make. Pink, whatever, but the Ditto face is hilarious. Rowlet, Goomy, Garchomp. The Garchomp bike is also one of the coolest things I've seen. They even put like the little propellers on it, but like that is too clean and perfect. I don't know how they do it. That's amazing. Stunfisk, tons of people buying this one because it just fits. It just works. So yeah, let's see what Japan is up to with the Pokedex and all of that fun stuff. Bro, Charizard X. So like, I don't have the screen region exactly. I guess I gotta make a new one, don't I? Because I haven't seen the Mega Charizard X designs, but it's crazy that people are making Mega Charizard X. Using the wings for like a Pokemon card Charizard, also looking pretty cool. We got Beedrill, we got Mega Beedrill, we got Pidgeot. Someone made Fearow Wingstar, and it actually looks really good. Countless Pikachu ones. I bought a Pikachu one. It looked a lot better than this. So this person just kind of took all of them, regardless if they were good or not, and just whatever interpretations people are going for. The Sandshrew. That's actually something I would have never expected. That's pretty cool. So, Jigglypuff, even put a little marker in its hand. The ball. So, I was wondering, like, how are people going to do the Slick Star? Because the balls could play into some kind of design, but it's hard to design over. Some people are picking up on it. It's pretty nice. And there's absolutely no way someone thought to go GB, like just GB, Game Boy Sprite on the Golbat. And it almost looks like if it was pixelated, then you'd know, and it isn't pixelated, so someone like got it that close. It's insane. We got Diglett, and then we got Doug Trio in a kind of funny way, and there's no way this one's code works anymore. But Turbo Star, Doug Trio. Alright, that's a pretty good Psyduck using the beak right there. And then the Warp Star is just like the perfect canvas to put in whatever. Like playing into the shape, that makes it higher tier. But you can still get a lot of cool designs. And then bird faces. That's Falco. Like, you can tell me that's that is Falco. And the little jewel is kind of the only thing that makes it Golduck. And you know what happened years ago? Years ago, I saw that meme that switched the names of Psyduck and Golduck, and it has permanently tripped me up if I'm just going off. Like, I know that's Psyduck, I know that's Golduck, but then I have to double check if I'm like, on that one. So then we got Arcanine, and bro, actually like using the main for that, for the bulk star, that's brilliant. The creativity that people have for some of these designs is what really blows me away. It's like, you thought about putting that on that and you made it work? Wow. So crazy stuff. Slowpoke Mobile. That's pretty great. The interesting Magnemite. Interesting Magnemite for sure. Trying to make that work. And then, like, Magneton. Wow. And then I showed a Magnezone one, the first one. That's pretty nice on the Swerve Star for Farfetch'd. Ghastly. There's someone out there that's just making all the ball Pokemon. I was wondering if we'd ever see a Haunter. I'm like, how do you do Haunter? Turbo Star. It just leads so well. I don't know how people come up with it. Showed off the Mega Gengar, which is perfect into the Shadow Star. Hypno, interesting. We got Voltorb inside the ball, and then it's like a TCG designer just putting the electric round. How do they do it? That's incredible. Electrode. And then instead of breaking up, like that just looks so clean. The way it ends up coming out. Coughing Face. That's its own meme. We got Starmie, Staryu. Great. Oh, no, that ruins my day. That actually ruins my day. Mr. Mime looks nice. Pinsir ones are interesting. Like, who are these fans of these Pokemon that are using their creativity and time to make such an artistic expression? That works, but also doesn't at the same time. Fascinating. Ditto. And that's actually a better Ditto one. Bro, why are you just making art on your Warp Star with Pokemon? The Gyarados Spike is funny. Gyarados Hyper Beam is wild. What are people doing? How are people doing this? I'm like, did Japan already make an art program out of this or something? Like, but these are actually in the game. These are actual codes. I'm just starting to think, like, after all these designs are so good, like, did I just get debated? Am I just stupid? I'm not realizing, like, people are just painting over, photoshopping this. No, these are real, and they're done, and you can buy them sometimes if they have the code or not, because not even this person's perfect. But, like, documenting in Pokedex order with code, unbelievable. Some interesting interpretations with Eevee, where, like, yeah, you can just slap a tail on the designs and hope for the best. That Eevee's interesting. Big Eevee face. Just slapping an Eevee design onto a wing star. And cute. Very cute Eevee right there. Bike. Eevee. I don't know what's going on there. And then another Eevee. So, transform shenanigans. We also have this, which is interesting. Like, there's a fan of the original Eeveelutions that had to turn all of them into a bulk star. And then, yeah, just like randomly slapping on tail doesn't work, but alright, that's Vaporeon, sure. Porygon leads to so many design ideas. And then that one's kind of like transformy weird. Chariot. Finally seen some Chariot, alright. I had to zoom in on that one. So also noting that this is absolutely massive. And I guess I'm just going to do the rest of the video like this now. People are probably going to be mad that I didn't do it because it's like, well, I can barely see that on my phone. Yeah, sure. Oh, that Pikachu's on a wagon star. Yeah, got some cool stuff. But that's not lewd. Kind of looked like titties from a long ways away, but there's like other eyes. So I guess it's supposed to be like two. Like it just is. Wait, that's the... Oh, that's the Bull Tank. What did they make with the Bull Tank? I thought that was a Transform Star. Because it has eyes down here. Did this dude just like... I have no idea. Is that just like a really weird and broken Eevee mesh someone was going for? That's actually really cool on the Aerodactyl. And then we got Snorlax. Oh, you're riding Snorlax's belly. That's why that looks like that. Makes sense. More Snorlax. Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos. Okay, the Dragonite with the goofy face. Everyone just decided to make goofy Dragonite. I like it. And then that Mew design's made. I think I actually bought that in game because I saw that, and I'm like, if I never see this one again because it rotates out of the shop, I'm gonna regret it. So I snagged that one, I believe, or I've seen it somewhere before. But then we have the inferior Cyndaquil. This guy couldn't even get the code for this one, and then the perfect Cyndaquil just doesn't exist. Not even in this guy's realm. This is pretty nifty, but it's not the same. Also, it's more Typhlosion. Yeah, see, it's different as well. So, Furret, meme Pokemon, so people have all kinds of designs for that. That's an interesting idea in the Noctowl. Got a very intense look to it. Crobat leads to a lot of design. Chinchou, again, Turbo Star, people coming up with it. The Marill. Marill being the ball. Again, there's some dude out there just making all the ball Pokemon. Good for him. That is an incredible Ampharos. Just saying. Like that's the perfect face on the perfect thing. This one's pretty nice. I actually like this design. They made it happen. Xatu. Multiple people saw that and went, oh, that's like Xatu's wings, and just went for it. That's cool. I like that. You can't get it exact, but I like that. Jumpluff is neat. Why are you making shiny Jumpluff? Alright, Sunflora, perfect. Wooper, Quagsire, multiple Quagsire. And I was about to say, oh, is Bulkstar Evolution Guy back? Bulkstar Evolution Guy isn't back. Like, putting a cat face on this and, like, spreading it out over the Hopstar actually works. And what do you do for Umbreon? You can't Umbreon. Scizor! Yo. The Hopstar's better, but again, like, the people that utilize the Turbo Star, I give credit to. That's neat. They made Angry Dog. They made Dunsparce Tank, which I guess the only hilarious thing you can do with that. Damn. Wasn't expecting that for Unknown, but they nailed it. They nailed it. Other designs, other stuff going on, and then more pictures because we have to wait. Yeah, I'm missing like the bottom layer. So that's this one. We got Mantine, Skarmory, the smooth Porygon 2, and then that's pretty awesome. Tyranitar. Next layer, they have a Lugia Chariot. The Lugia Chariot is like kind of scuffed, but kind of works. That's definitely scuffed on that Tyranitar. The Shadow Star, Shadow Lugia though, that's great. And then a lot of opportunity to make a Ho-Oh work, and I think they made it work pretty well. So let's run it back. Mudkip. That's it. I guess that one's Swampert. No, actually, no, wait, that's all of them. Like, yeah, it's more Marsh Stomps spines off of its cheeks. Zigzagoon and other guy. I know the name Linoon. I don't have it in front of me. Now my brain has to unclog. That's pretty good. That's even better. That's a Gardevoir fan. That's hilarious. That's a Gardevoir fan. I mean, like, they actually did a good job, and then they turned into wife, and now I'm just like, you did it. You did it, sir. I also probably shouldn't scroll that fast, that back. Go down to the next layer. So, yeah, now we can see the Sharpedo designs. Rex has, like, some perfect that's not the word. Integration. That's the word. Again, you have multiple options for ball Pokemon, actually, and I actually like the Vampire Star, but they failed by not doing anything else around it. Interesting. Manectric, also tanks, and the Rex Star Aggron. Again, that's kind of neat. Interesting tank design, but I mean, they did the tank design. Gotta give it to them. Same person. They have the shiny. Good for them. That's some Mawile POV. They went for it. I can only respect it. Oh, the Sableye card's cool. And then that's also just full. How did they fit? How do you get a full design on a Warp Star like that? My goodness. Wailord. Alright, Heavy Slam is still the best moveset. Spoink. Cool. See, that's one I'm like, oh, you do the Slick Star for that. And then the balls kind of show. We got Spinda. Now you have to make all, like, 5 quadrillion spendas or whatever that number is per pinch. Just on the side of a wagon star. People, Flygon, I respect it. Zangoose and Nosa Viper. We got Claydol. This might be one of the best uses of the Battle Chariot. That kind of fits. Milotic, not bad. Bayonet, the Salamence designs. The Rex Wheelie ones that surprised me are the ones that actually work. Like Walrein Rex, sick, and then Ball. People got it. And then there we go. There's your Spheal. There's your Spheal Slick Star, and even has like little particle effects for the fun. Glalie, Snorunt. Not as many Absol designs as I thought. No, ooh, a Mega Bayonet. Fun. Interesting. I wonder if that other side has Metang on it. So you can get like the whole evolutionary line on one cart. Why is there so much Metagross? Oh man, someone actually made the tank work. I don't think we've seen any designs for this tank. People go for the Bull tank though. Bro, why are there so many Metagross? Why are there bro, there's the whole line. And people made shinies. Calm down. That has like a cute face, but it's weird. But that's also similar to the Latios one. And then this Latios Hopstar is pretty good. And then the array of Kyogre designs that people have made. Reggie Paper Star is actually kind of clean. This has to be the best regular chariot. And then that's actually a really sick Regirock. Alright, and then we see the Latios designs. This one's been hanging in like as the best forever. Jetstar is hard. And then you got the same thing on the Hopstar. Fun. Oh, there. I'm gonna say, there's definitely more Kyogres. Oh, don't worry. We have the Kyogres, and we have the shinies. Haven't seen the Groudons. That just looks like Red Garchomp. Rayquaza, again, kind of weird. That does that. That's the Rex Wheelie, doesn't even work. Oh, man. So many, dude. There's so many Pokemon designs. We're just leaving Gen 3 now. That's what I was talking about. I've seen some really good Jirachi. Or, like, this one, not crazy. This one, really crazy. Other ones, yeah, they're trying. More, ooh, Rayquaza Transform. Make it work. That's just goofy. That, I don't hope for people's failure, but I wonder if they got in too deep and then they just, like, kind of gave up. Like, I can't work. That Piplup. Did I buy that one? I think I might have actually just bought that one. Transform Piplup is crazy. Actually trying to do Torterra is crazy. Drifloon! Ball! I can get the codes. I like this one, but we can get that one. I'm not sold on the Slick Star designs. Maybe that looks awesome in game. And then Ball. It's so... Oh, that one wins. And I use Paper Star, actually. I don't have a good Paper Star. The Spiritomb's pretty sick. Weavile design. Yo, Fish on Hopstar actually goes pretty hard. One Lucario. Oh, the Aura Sphere, though, on the back. I respect it. Hungry. Apple. The Garchomp Bike. That's just too good. A lot of other Garchomps out there. They made that one work on the Shadow Star. It's all about that claw placement. That sells it. I guess you're only allowed, like, one of these jets? I've never paid attention to that. That Gibble. Maybe Gabite? And then I showed off the Magnezone. Like, that's a different Magnezone, though. People are making Magnezone in this game. Crazy. Oh, that's a good Togekiss. Alright. I'm about to say, where's our Evolution guy on the Bulk Star? Tons of Glaceon. Of course, tons of Glaceon. I've seen a couple of these. I like that one for Regigigas. You got Palkia. Rotom. You expect a lot of Rotom. More creativity on the Rotom. That's good. That's really good. Frostlass. They can. They tried. Another Porygon. And then Mamoswine. Yo, Mamoswine Battle Chariot. I like it. And then we still have more designs for the Reggies. And then Giratina. Giratina's complex. Like, you can only just kind of get the aura of Giratina. That's a pretty Cresselia one with all the sparkles. And then, of course, we got Darkrai. But we're not over yet. We still got so many more to go. That Superior's close. It's just hard when you fracture the thing's skull. But that's kind of close to Superior. Ooh, the Muna. I don't care for that Pokemon at all, but like, alright, they got that on the Muna. Emvor. That sock one's just too funny. Nah, it's Throw. Oh, maybe that makes more sense. That's the same vehicle. I didn't see it on the top, so it is a Whirlpeed. And then double eyes. Like, you didn't... Did they have to put that eye there? I think you kind of break the illusion there. And then they try to go for their Scolipede designs. It's like the way that people like fix in that chariot, because we saw we're probably gonna see it again, Noivern. That actually worked in that design. Man, I can just commentate on the entire Pokedex like this. That's cool. Crustle. That's cool. That's out of the back of a star, so that's hilarious. We can skip Generation 5. Now people get so mad at me if I just skipped all of Generation 5. We can go through it quick, though. Alright. Galvantula, you're close. That's also close. Theme. They're trying something there. And... Golurk. All the Chandelure ones, but just like the two that have made $1 bajillion, even though you don't keep the money, which is actually kind of a sad thing about it. Greninja. Like, using this as like a Pokemon card template, kind of neat. See, like, why doesn't Cherry just work sometimes? That's pretty sick. There, comment your favorite down below. We need Transform Star. Obviously, we need Transform Star Aegislash, but there's no way it actually, like, works and transforms properly. But if that one does, that's crazy. Sylveon. I don't even... Like, that's just colors. Good job. Paper Star Sylveon. That's just kind of like a cute Sylveon plate. And then we got some other stuff. Malamar. I was not expecting the Malamar. I bought that. Yeah, I think I bought that in my other video. I'm just like, no way, they got Swirlix. Or maybe I bought that in the other recording. Like, I've recorded this video a couple times now, but every time I finish it, I stumble upon a new thread that has, like, more things, or I check the shop and it gets even crazier. And then this is just like, this is peak. This is everything. Bro, you have so many of these. Why? Japan, the Gumi Mobile. I like it. A lot of Gumi. Ball, Gumi, full Gumi. We got Scooter, Gumi. Ooh. Bro, how does Chariot work? How does Chariot work? That also works on the Jetstar, finally. Huh. Kind of works for Avalugg. Pumpkaboo, I like it. No code. No code for Pumpkin. Clef Key. You can actually buy keys. So that's ridiculous that there is, like, a car key accessory. Dang. Goodra and Sliggoo. Not bad. We got Pokemon Legend ZA. Got a lot of Pokemon Legend ZA. Hoopa Unbound. Alright. Beware. Vikavolt. The car. That's Charjabus. Can't not have it. Incineroar, of course. Neat. And then good amount of Rowlet. Alright. The one I showed had the wood texture, which I kind of liked. Golisopod. Pyukumuku one. Kind of neat. That's just how... that was made for that. Yeah, and then we got, of course, all kinds of Mimikyu designs. All kinds of Mimikyu designs. Which one is your favorite Mimikyu? Is it just like the straight up one? Is it the one that tries more? Is it the patchy one? You gotta remember to put the eyes down there. This one doesn't have the eyes, and it's kind of missing something. But then this one scrunches it. Tough call. Shadowstar looks good. Mimikyu on the side looks good. That has, again, like, how do people invoke the feeling of the TCG? Yet they do. Got some multiple Zeraora ones, so I showed a different one. Brother, that one's actually peak. Dang. Then we have Ultra Beast. No Solgaleo. No Solgaleo? That's kind of funny. Yeah, because then it's Mimikyu, and then we're at the bottom. Huh. And then We finally make it to Generation 8. We got Rabbit. It always works! It always works! That's actually pretty nice. That sells pretty hard. That does not work. Also, why do we have so many phalanx? Oh wow, and then that's it. That's the entirety of the decks pretty much, because now we're into a Regidrago. And I'm surprised I haven't seen these. But yeah, when you have like Shadow Star, when you have Vampire, all of this is just automatic. Just insta. I saw this one transform. The other side of it doesn't look good, but they actually made transforming for that. Snom, 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 not Snom. Pincurchin, no, yes, no, yes. And then more phalanx. Also, you have it, and then the tail. Like, the tail doesn't proportionally work, but you put the tail for theming, and then that's just that. Interesting, Ursaluna. See, the problem is I got, like, Pincurchin and Pyukumuku just, like, really close in my brain. And I was like, yes, no, wait, yes, no. They had to put the silly face on it, but fine. Close on the Meowscarada. Someone likes Meowscarada. That works. Then just all kinds of other designs. Like, why is there not more of this? Everyone's using the Warp Star and they're hampering their creativity instead of, like, putting a representation on the bike. And we have the vehicle Pokemon. So how can you not represent the vehicle Pokemon? That's something for Palafin. We got that. And then we got that, and that works. And that also, like, again, that's actually perfect right there. So pretty cool on the Glimmora. Okay, Dondozo, Tatsugiri. I see it. I like this one more. I mean, I guess the only way you can tell it's the Dunsparce is from, like, the other details, but you don't done it. And we're almost free. We got some Paradox stuff. Like, you tried. Tried with that. That works. Jigglypuff into Screamtail. Seen a lot of Fluttermane designs as well. And then this bike. So this was what I was talking about very early on in the video, where someone's like, oh, Miraidon bike, you missed it. I'm like, what? And Miraidon bike. I really like how they did the eye effect by just layering, like, spray paint on it. Shiny is interesting here. That's funny. And yeah, that's also really good on Koraidon. I hate it. This is a surprisingly good one. Like, when the Rex lands. That hands! Turbo Star hands! Good job, actually. That still works. That's hilarious. I like how they made Miraidon so smug. And we got other Pokemon. They did the trio. Of course, Ogerpon has a million. And they even found a Pecharunt. Good for them. We also have all of the balls. And all kinds of balls. So, like, Pokemon, Pokeball, designs, Master Ball. These are actually kind of sick. These are maybe one to pick up on the codes. Got some really cool ones. Wolfglick would really like this one. And Energy. Now we just have, like, miscellaneous designs. Brother Y. I feel like I've seen this somewhere before in my life. Is this, like, the cursed Hungry Box controller? Good to know that Brain Cell is still alive and well. It's not Hungry Boxes, but it is just the cursed Jigglypuff controller. But I feel like, I think the way my context was, like, someone get Hungry Boxes controller. And then just some other designs where we got the boys together. Rotom Phone, that's actually really nice. Or the Rotodex. Rocket Carts, cool. Someone used stamps to make the substitute doll. A lot of Brock down here as well. And then, yeah, fun stuff and cool themes. So, hope you guys enjoyed 30 minutes of Pokemon cart designs, and then you can go and play them for yourself, even though no one's playing Kirby Air Riders. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.